Okay guys, Jesse here, and welcome to a new series I'm doing. You guys asked for it, so I'm bringing you a quick series covering the best of the Zelda series. No, these won't be top 10 videos, they will be a little more original and cover more of the fan projects from you guys. We're going to be covering the best fan-made Zelda mods, the best fan-made Zelda games, texture packs, fan theories, trivia facts, and more. To kick off the series, I have the two coolest dudes in video games to help host. You may know them as Scott and Simeon from the Two Button Crew. Fun fact, they hold, or have held, different video game world records and create daily Nintendo news videos on their own channel. Please check them out after this video. In this video, we're going to be focused on the best fan-made Zelda games. This is going to be a lot of fun, so remember to subscribe, like, and leave your thoughts in the comments below on what you want us to focus on in the next episode. Theories, mods, music covers, texture packs, trivia facts, weapon and costume replicas, or whatever else I'm leaving out. Remember, it's all up to you to decide what we cover next. The Legend of Zelda Voyager of Time is a really special game for me. As a kid, and even as an adult, though I wouldn't really call myself an adult, I've always wanted to know what happened to Link, and what happened to Hyrule after he returns from Majora's Mask's Termina into Ocarina of Time's Hyrule, if he even does. And this is that game. You get to find out what happens to Link in a third adventure, so this would be sort of a trilogy for the hero of time. Nintendo did something similar to this when we returned to the world of A Link to the Past's Hyrule and A Link Between Worlds, but that's a completely different Link, and though it is canon, this game is the same Link that we all know, but it's not canon. Some of the new features it brings is a new storyline, new side quest, a huge emphasis on time travel, a better use of your money or rubies. You can explore the dungeons and all of the temples in completely different orders. There's a new way of getting Epona. Some of the items aren't restricted from only being used as a kid or only being used as an adult. Some of the music is updated, and in this one, instead of Navi or Tattle, Tal joins your quest in this one, which I think is really cool. The Legend of Zelda Voyager of Time takes place after Majora's Mask, but is not a direct sequel. Link has come back to the Kokiri forest to try and find peace after his last adventure. It is implied that he has a third adventure in Termina, but with a fairy tale instead of Tattle. The younger brother of the feisty Tattle is a bit more subdued, but also more brave than what we've seen in Majora's Mask. He can hold his own, and he and Link have grown to be great friends. The game starts with Link having nightmares of his past adventures. The Deku Tree Sprout, descendant of the Great Deku Tree, has summoned Link because he has sensed a great evil growing lately. Link is sent on a quest to help out with the growing problems in Hyrule. Along the way, you find out that the Door of Time has been broken again by the evil villain Ganondorf, and you must find a way to stop his rampage once more. There's some twists and turns along the way, as Link's items are spread out in an unfamiliar way. Link also has to face some major problems that has hit a little too close to home. The game features heavy time travel, as well as side stories that highlight the problems with time traveling in general. Many places are transformed over the period of the 7 years that Ganondorf was enrolled. Link has to deal with the problems of his closest friends. On top of that, there may be another problem Link doesn't realize until it's too late. The overworld has changed quite a bit from the original Ocarina of Time. There is an attempt to make each village and section of the map seem more lively and have more characters than ever before. NPCs are useful to talk to, and they give hints to the world around you. There are small stories they tell you, and even new side quests you can accept. The biggest change is the difference between the child and adult sections. The child sections are meant to feel more innocent and alive, and the adult sections are meant to showcase the utter destruction of Ganondorf. This is not to be intentionally dark, but just to show a realistic change that could happen over the 7 years.
Hey, I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
We are from the channel Two Button Crew, and it's an honor to be here on Game Over Jesse's channel. We've got a couple of our favorite fan-made Zelda games to present to you guys.
Scott, what is the game that has captivated your interest?
I love Ocarina of Time 2D. Now, I actually just finished Ocarina of Time 3D, so it was really cool finding out about this project. looking back on it and seeing how they merged basically the Ocarina of Time gameplay scenarios and dungeons and stuff with the Link to the Past style. And I really like that. So this came out this is being developed for Windows. It immediately makes me want to go back and play both games because it's like, oh, it's so cool seeing these places that I'm familiar with in this art style from a different game. I love the marriage of those two together. And it's basically what their baby would be. If Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past had, a fearsome love, and if there was a baby, it'd be that baby. So this game is about 15% done, coming out, or 50% done as of summer 2015, so I've got no idea when it's going to be complete, but you can kind of play it as it's in development. By the time it's all done, they might even add some new stuff, like new scenarios, a way to unfreeze Zora's Domain, some brand new dungeons, and they even talked about online multiplayer, so don't know what that's all about. But I love some of the small touches, like they added some HUD elements, like a meter that is a stick burning as you're using Deku sticks to like light torches and stuff.
Genius.
Things that weren't present in either of the games, but I like the small additions. And then I think my favorite moment, what sold it for me, is that moment in the Great Deku Tree where you have to jump off a high ledge to break the web below. Well, they actually used like the Link to the Past falling animation where it kind of shows him going down. Yeah, exactly, and that's the sound effect. So, yeah. So they just took that game, this game's elements, and awesome baby. Love it.
So,
how about you, Simeon?
The game that has captivated my interest is Zelda 2 FPS, or as it is known on the title screen, The Adventure of Link 3D. It's just like the title says, it's an FPS, but it's Zelda 2.
That's pretty cool.
It's Zelda 2 done in an FPS style. And this is not the first 8-bit style FPS game that I've played.
Is that Mega Man 1?
Yeah, there's a Mega Man 1 8-bit Deathmatch, I believe it's called, and go check that game out while you're at it.
So this made like Doom?
Yeah, it's made with using the Unity engine, and it's kind of like Doom, and you wake up, there's Zelda in front of you on the table thing, and you walk out of the room. Just like you would expect, the map is exactly the same as you would expect from Zelda 2, except of course in 3D, and you're walking around in 3D. Very few 2D models. I think that's what's kind of impressive about it, is it's almost all done in 3D. I think I only saw a few 2D models.
Nice.
So all very much a lot of love put into it. It's true to the original, and there's very few bugs that I noticed. The only one that I noticed is that if you stay put in the overworld map and there's like an enemy that's trying to attack you, if the enemy reaches you but you don't move, it won't engage you in battle until you move, and then you're engaged in battle.
Interesting.
But
that's a small thing. They fix that.
Just a small thing, easy to fix, I'm sure. But it's fun. You go around, you shoot with your sword, or stab with your sword if you get hit, of course, just like the original games. Actually, I found this game a lot easier than the original Zelda 2. Yeah. I am so bad at the original Zelda 2. I actually made it to the first dungeon.
Wow.
I didn't beat it because, for some reason, I cannot defeat the skeletons there. But it was a blast.
That's awesome. I like how they took one of the most different, stylistic Zelda games and then put another completely different style on it.
Yes.
That's cool.
And I think that it's a great project. It could use a little bit of an improvement probably, but I think it's a blast, and I think you should definitely go out and try it. It's free.
Ocarina of Time 2D, thumbs up from me.
And Zelda 2 FPS, thumbs up from me.
So we are a daily Nintendo fan channel on YouTube, and we're just really thankful that you've given us the opportunity to invade Game Over Jesse's channel. Enjoy some more great content here.
Absolutely. See you later.
See you guys.